Well, good morning, YouTube. Arizona RE here, and getting out of town early today. Taking a weekday to do a real quick excursion with the Tiger. I had a place in mind that from a couple years ago I'd really wanted to take the infield, but there was just, short of trailering it down there, there's really no way to get it down there because there's a short stretch you have to take on the interstate. I suppose I could have done it with the CTX, and I could have done it with the Bonnie, but I have to say, this seems more appropriate. So, enjoy the quick views of my waking city, and I'll get us to our destination shortly. This guy's been following me this morning. So we finally got out of civilization here. I mean, there's some smaller houses in this valley here. The outside edges of Rio Rico, Arizona. Right after the monsoon, all these hills were just green, but autumn has already set in down here because they are at a slightly higher elevation, so they've been getting the cooler temperatures already for a month. In fact, right now it's only 50 degrees out, so but it's just amazing because this whole area was just so bright green just about a month ago. Nevertheless, we'll continue on. This is beautiful right through here. Wow. Look at all those oaks running right through the canyon. Beautiful. Wow, what a beautiful valley. Lots of gravel and sand on the road, I imagine, from all the rains we've had, from the monsoons and from the recent rains. Yeah, I can see them all throughout this turn. Just rocks, gravel, and sand all across the road, so got to be careful coming through here. Imagine how much fun they would be, how much more fun these roads would be if you could just come sweeping through here, but with all the dirt and gravel across them, no need to risk it. There we go. It's gonna be nice down there. And here we are at Pena Blanca Lake. It's a pretty nice area. It wasn't always like this. A while back, this whole lake down here was polluted. Pretty bad. They had a combination of some floods, washed a lot of things upriver. So for those of you that don't know, many of the rivers in Arizona flow south to north, simply because of elevation and gravity. So when you look out here at this lake, a lot of what contributes to it are washes and streams that come up from Mexico. And many of those washes and streams, they aren't as safeguarded in Mexico as they might be here in the United States in the way of saving for contamination from pollution and things like that. So when they had the floods, a lot of the contaminants and pollutants washed up from Mexico, and there were a lot of sewage components contaminated the small lakes and stuff like this that were created a while back. So it says here that the dam was constructed in 1957 by the Arizona Game and Fish Department with fishing license dollars to provide 52 acres of public fishing water. The United States Forest Service is responsible for the management of the fish and wildlife habitat on the national forest. The state is charged with the management of the game and fish populations. The agencies work together to give sportsmen the maximum in hunting and fishing pleasure. So what they're saying is some of you folks that live up there near Phoenix and Buckeye, Avondale, next to the fish farms, there's a lot of hatcheries up there that they use to stock these lakes. So that's what we're talking about here. 52 acres of public fishing waters. Nice. Now, another thing that contributed to the mass pollution of this lake was that they'd had a forest fire, and it scorched many of the hills that you see back here about 20 years ago. And while most of the grasslands have grown back, in the rains, the ash was washed down in here. That, in combination with the pollution that came upstream, it wasn't usable. In fact, they wouldn't even let people run a boat in it. You saw me parked down there on the boat ramp. They wouldn't let people put boats in it. They wouldn't stock it with fish. They couldn't. It was so toxic it wouldn't support wildlife. Since then, they have cleaned it. They brought filters down here for years. And over the years, it's turned back into usable water again. They say the fish is safe to eat. Personally, I don't eat fish out of stocked lakes. There's something about the way fish are raised in those hatcheries and fish farms, sort of fed pellets instead of pitting themselves against the environment. And as a result, the fish doesn't taste quite as good, in my opinion. Anyway, I guess we all have those opinions, right? At any rate, this is Pena Blanca Lake. Enjoy the pictures. Well, I hope you folks enjoyed Pena Blanca Lake. We'll be heading back into town now. Long, slow, arduous ride. Actually, not too slow, but I do have to pound out some of it on the slab. So I'm not going to bother sharing that with you. But I got 2 cams set up so you can enjoy a little bit of this on the way out. Thanks for watching. I will.